serve. I heard something recently that helped confirm a lot of things that's been rolling around inside of me for a long time. And one was about, I'm always saying trust the process. Well, they used a different term. They used journey. And just made me think about this sanctification journey that we're on with Jesus, with Yeshua. I'm a journey person. I love to travel. I love car rides, car trips, road trips. I'm a big road trip fan. My body doesn't always agree, at this age, but I love doing all that. You find out who you should be on this journey with on a car ride, right? You do a cross-country trip, you decide who you're going to be with again next time or not. Either the miles fly by because you guys have great conversation, or just even being in each other's presence really sets the tone. And then there are others that, I don't want to use the word burden, but it feels heavy to have them with you. You're carrying them. They don't carry the conversation. They don't help with the driving, all that kind of stuff. I have always appreciated that we're a car ride family. We always had to drive long distances to go to the church that we chose. We would discuss things in the car. My husband drives for a living, so there's a lot of that. At one point, I had finished school and from college and ended up on the road with him for 6 months. Wasn't sure how it was going to go. It was awesome. It was awesome that after all those years, like 30 years, and we still had things to talk about. We still liked each other. We talked all the time, but it's crazy when you're together that much and to recognize that there's a reason you're together, and conversation's always been a good part of it. But I think part of that whole I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, the combination that works is that process, that journey. Now, we're usually on the same page spiritually. If we aren't, one of us is in a different place than the other, we catch up together pretty quickly, which is great. And I know my last video probably feels a little vehement, maybe even a little harsh in some ways, but pretty intense, because in this season that we're in, we all need to be mindful of who we're on the road with. I kept thinking this was just going to be about how great a journey is that Jesus is not. That's what was said. It was one of Dan Duvall's, I think it was his last Firm Foundations video, I think towards the end, 12. He said, God's interested in the journey with you, not the destination as much. And it's true. It's all about our obedience, right? And faithfulness in walking it with Him, not by ourselves. Now, see, I've been a solo artist a lot of times when it comes to walking. I don't want to be that anymore. Everything I want to partner with Him. So, but now it's made me wonder too, when I've taken a road trip, and I mean road trips that take 2 days, and whoever you're with, you're simpatico or you are not. Now, when you find somebody who is great on the journey with you, hold on to them. I'm sure they're part of your tribe. I'm sure they're part of this season. I am blessed to have found a few. One definitely is my husband. Here, this is pretty bright. Let's see if I can cut that back a little bit. Oh, there. One is my husband, most definitely. And I choose to continue to do that together. Now, friend-wise, fellow believer-wise, a little pickier. Every time I think, oh wow, I have found like a sister or a brother or somebody, you find people that you're like, yes, we're looking at things the same way. Allow Holy Spirit to refine that and show you. Okay, I'm going back to Pilgrim's Progress. Now, if you ever get a chance, listen to the retelling. It's huge. I got it on Audible. It's I don't even remember how many hours. It was ridiculous. But the people act out each part when they're speaking. But here's Pilgrim's Progress. If you don't know what it is, it's a allegory of the Christian walk. So here's Christian, who has to leave his village. I don't even remember the name, but it's a terrible place. Basically, everybody's despondent and thinks their life's crap. So he's like, he even leaves his wife and kids, and he heads out on this journey with this pack on his back, this burden on his back. It's always a thing, always talking about it. And he runs into various characters along the way. The one I find the most interesting so far is when he ends up just not keeping his eye on the path like he was told, and ends up in the Slough of Despond with his fellow traveler. And I can't remember what his name was, but yeah, he's not your ride or die guy, because the guy falls in with him, and Christian's like, oh man, I should have kept my eye on, I should have watched where I was going. I got distracted. I fell in here. Now he can't get out, and his pack's so heavy too. He can't even like get himself to the side to get out. And the other guy, his companion, manages to get to the edge, crawl out, and he's going to go back to the village. And Christian's like, whoa, first of all, you want to help out. Nope. And I thought we were on, together for this, this journey. And he's like, yeah, nah, I can see now this was not a good idea. So, poor Christian's stuck in that Slough of Despond and can't get out. Does not have a friend to help him. Well, I'm sure you can guess by now who the friend was that got him out, if you don't know the story. And yeah, this friend shows up and says, oh, what's going on here? Why are you not on your path? And he's like, I took my eye off of the way and fell in here. And what about your companion? He left. He left me and went back. So he helps him out, obviously, gives him a hand, pulls him out of the pit. Now, there's a lot saying there. Careful who you choose for companions along the way. They can distract you. You could get hurt. This is so not the right reference, really, but that movie Moonstruck with Nicolas Cage and Cher in it, and they're arguing. She meets him down there in the bakery. This is her fiance's brother, and he's talking about how his fiance left him when he lost his hand, whatever. And he's telling her, why are you marrying him? He could distract you, and you could lose your whole head. yeah, you got to watch out who you decide to do life with, who you do Jesus with. That was a costly lesson for a Christian, but thank goodness he has the correct friend, Jesus, who is the way. So if somebody's not following Jesus and they have chose their own way to go, or they've gone back because the way is too hard, we're all going to fall into these little things. We're all going to have trip ups. The thing I love is that Jesus wants to do this with us, because then he can pull us out of the slough of despond. He can point us in the right direction. He can keep steering us. And he delights in you. He delights in you. Just the fact that he calls us his poem, that, wow. He sings over us. He delights in us. He dances over us. If you don't believe that today, that you are important and you were created on purpose, you need to sit with that. You need to sit with that. In Jeremiah 1, I don't know, like 5 or 6, maybe, it's talking about the fact that God has called Jeremiah and he said, I knew you before I formed you. Now, not only did he know Jeremiah and he knew you and knew me, he encoded in us his purpose for us. And you're like, I don't see any big thing in my life. Well, then you need to get close to the one who made you and put that in you, because you don't want to be one of those guys. In that quote I read, basically the graveyard's filled full of men who died with desires on their hearts. As a terrible paraphrase. But yes, you don't want to be that. I also think about the talents, the servants with all the talents that they were left with. One even buried them because he said, well, you're a hard taskmaster, and I didn't want to be caught, with leftover talent, or with talents that I hadn't taken care of right. Didn't invest it. He said, you could have at least invested it. You could have done this or that. Listen. Use what he has given you. Listen to him. He will tell you what plan he has for what he has put inside of you. Please seek him. Please seek him today. He is not a hard taskmaster. He really isn't. His yoke is super easy. And it's the lies of the enemy. And I'm tired of being used by the enemy to ruin my life or anyone else's. This journey that we're on, sometimes it's dark. Sometimes there's thickets, thorns. I can't see where my way is. I need to be holding his hand as I go through the super narrow way, because it's getting narrower and narrower. But he's a good God, and he loves you, and he wants all of us to be with him. The hope that we have in him is he is the God who sees me, and he does. He sees you. He hears you. He holds on to every prayer that you have. None of it is wasted. And he does have a purpose, a reason for you being here. Is it huge? Maybe not. But only you're going to find out if you ask him. I don't care if you're 99 years old. If you don't feel you have fulfilled what God has brought you here for, or maybe you've fulfilled many things, but you're still alive, ask him. Ask him what it is. You are worth more than the work that you give people, the money you give people. You're not poured out as a drink offering for everyone else. You're His. And He loves you. And He just wants you to be in His presence, walking and walking and walking. I always love that song, Walk in the Garden Alone. You're not alone. He's there with you. Seek Him early. Seek Him often. Seek Him long. The Lord's blessings upon you today. He sees you.